Hello everyone and welcome to Sally's Journaling. I've been daily journaling for almost 3 years now and have written in 11 journals that are a part of my collection. You guys are probably wondering what's inside all of them, so I'll be doing a journal flip through to give you a sneak peek inside. But before that, I'll give you guys a background of how I started journaling. I started when I was maybe around 9 or 10. I definitely got inspired by the book Dork Diaries, but I can't really remember writing about my day-to-day life. What I did with my friends was make up diary stories about ourselves and the classmates and the boys in the class. I actually remember one time me and my friend were writing out stories, and then most of the class was doing it by then, and my friend wrote about this guy and me being in it. I didn't really care because I was also like putting random people together in my stories, like making them into couples, so I didn't really care. But the guy cared. I think she wrote something about us kissing or whatever, and he told on the teacher, and the teacher banned those stories from the class, so we couldn't write anymore. But afterwards we still secretly wrote in class, and I remember one time we thought we got caught, so we were quickly rubbing out all the names of the classmates, changing them into fake names, making up this lie that we're just making up random stories, nothing to do with the classmates in our class. Oh, that was ages ago. I definitely started getting more serious about journaling when I moved to Germany. I was in 5th grade, there was a language barrier, so I didn't really have many friends. It was a sort of comfort to me, I suppose, and I also read Dork Diaries during the time, so I definitely got inspired by that too. I continued journaling on and off in 6th, 7th grade. I never daily journaled like every single day. Then my family moved back to the country that we previously lived in before Germany, and I didn't really journal for like a year. I suppose I wasn't really interested in it anymore. But then a special event happened that I really wanted to remember. It was really special at the time. Not now anymore, but I thought it was a really fun thing that happened, so I took out a journal and started journaling again. I still journaled kind of on and off that year, 2020 till the beginning of 2021, but near the beginning of 2021 we were about to move across the country, and we had to get rid of a lot of our stuff because we were going to move into a really small space, and I had my old journals from Germany. And I decided to burn them because they were so cringy when I read back at them, and now they're gone. I still regret it. Oh well, I suppose, what can I do? They're gone. So sad. A month after moving, I found this channel, and it was probably in my recommendations or something, about this girl who journals every single day. And I thought that's such a cool concept to have loads of journals filled up to the brim. I would love that. And probably if I would have found out the video a little bit before my move, I would have kept my old journals. But oh well, it's sad, but oh well. But ever since then, I've been journaling every single day for almost 3 years now. My anniversary is in May, my daily journaling anniversary. Well, I did skip some days, but it was like I was either too tired and then it went past midnight or something. But in general, I did most days only skip like maybe 4 or 5 during that whole 3-year period. So I'm very proud of myself, very happy. This is all 3 years. Well, except this too, but like here, kind of near the end. So this is like 3 years of my daily journaling journey. So that's my journaling story, and now onto the flip through. This is my first journal. I started it on the 11th of October 2020. I finished it on the 19th of April 2021. So it took me about 6 months to fill in. This journal and this one here too, I think they were part of the same set. They must have been some leftover copies from school. That's why the pages are quite ripped. But anyway, in this journal, first I started the journal with my Sikot stories. We have a birthday card from my little sister, a birthday card from my aunt and uncle, a picture that my cousin drew when he was over. I think they were over for a sleepover on my birthday, so that was really fun. I have it all written down in here. Most of it is just writing at the start that I did. Nothing that I want to share or nothing super interesting. A lot of the writing is really ugly in this journal. I didn't really take it seriously. I didn't want it to be pretty, just a place to keep my memories in. That's all that I wanted with this journal, so I didn't really care. Same with the next journal, journal number 2, which I started on. Oh, I kind of continued it from the last one. So a part of my 19th of April entry is in here, but technically it's from the 20th of April 2021 until the 22nd of May 2021. Somewhere around this time I started daily journaling. I wanted to really start properly daily journaling from this journal on, but in this one it kind of just happened that I just journaled a few days in a row, even though it wasn't my intention, like doing it on purpose because I want a daily journal from now on. This journal took only 1 month to fill in because, as you guys can see, a lot of the pages are ripped out. It only has 58 pages, so Also nothing interesting, just writing. Now this journal, I don't know where I got it. If I just asked my mother to get me a journal from somewhere. I made these cute bookmarks from a feather, and I don't know where I found this. Now, this one is way more pretty. I really focused on writing every day, and I stuck in loads of things and drew in loads of things. Oh, and I started on the 23rd of May 2021 and ended it on the 12th of June 2021. So this journal took me less than a month to finish. I was really motivated and enthusiastic about the whole thing, so I wrote loads. So I have this drawing. I think it's lyrics from a song, but the end part, I just made it up. I don't know. Different fonts and stuff. I probably thought at the time that it looks way better than it actually is. We have a feather that I stuck in. Also have prompts in here. I did Kerry Walker's prompt challenge at the time. So I'm planning on making a video actually of answering these old prompts. If you want to see, make sure to subscribe. I wrote in texts. I transferred recordings that I had. Have this little drawing here. Most of it again is just black and white. I have more creative aspects in here, I suppose. We have another feather. In the last part of the journal, I had old things that I had that I wanted to stick in somewhere. So I have Potato Woman and Zucchini Tomato Woman. I was Potato Woman. It's like when I was really young, I had this whole comic series and everything. I was Potato Woman. It started in school with all the boys, you know, making up comics, being like a certain food. And then I kind of started doing it with my friends and my family, my siblings like. So obviously my sister had to be the villain and she hates tomatoes and zucchini. So that was her. Now I have some pages from this journal that I was writing with a friend of mine in Germany about how much I hate my life, because that's what 11-year-olds write about. I have a page that my cousin journaled for me when we were there on holiday in 2018. I have a cruise ticket from when we went to Holland to visit an aunt and we went on a little windmill cruise. I have a ticket to a fun fair in Netherlands, and I also have Auschwitz tickets since I went there with my dad and my brother. And I also kept the sticker that we had to stick on ourselves for the tour. So I had the 15 o'clock tour. Here we have a poster on one of my class trips in 7th grade. We had to stick a big sheet on our backs and we had to write compliments on everyone's back. So this is my compliment sheet that I still have from 7th grade. And here is a newsletter from my old school. It's really funny because there's a whole story about it. A certain part, I don't know if I'll ever share it, but it's really funny. That's why I kept it. We have a spider that I drew for one of my class posters. I kept it because I liked it, but I accidentally ripped the legs. We have a timetable for my classes left over from when we moved back. Then we have a sheet from a song that I wrote with my friends for fun, and also my best friend at the time and I made up a sign language. We were meant to learn it. We started, but we never ended up. It takes just a lot of time. And a photocopy of a dried flower that my friend gave me. I had the actual dried flower in here, but then I wanted to take it out and I had a box full of all the things that my friend gave me. So I thought I'd just stick a photocopy in here. So that's the end of this journal. Next is journal number 4. I started it on the 13th of June 2021 and ended it on the 13th of July 2021. So this one took me exactly a month to finish. It's quite bulky. I stuck a lot of things inside. This is a journal that I had left over from my homeschooling copies. This one was never used, so I just took it and used it up. I have a to-do list here. I have one of my poems written in here that I have in my poetry journal, but I also wrote it in here because I liked it so much. I was still doing Carrie's challenge in here, so we have here prompt number 20, for example. I've written in text here as well. I wrote in stuff about the 5 love languages. I made a table of them and written all about them, what it means for me, and I wrote about all of it. I drew myself here. I stuck in here my letters from a friend. Here we have 2 of my drawings, one of a girl, one of a boy, a large, giant dried shamrock, and a little feather. I also wrote in the 8 types of love in the Greek language and what they all mean, how they all differentiate, which I think is very interesting. That's why I wanted to write it all out, because in English we just have the word love. Then we have some stickers. I can't remember where I got them from, but I stuck some in because they were some old ones that we still had. Oh, I actually stuck in, I didn't know I still had that, an old poem that I wrote in, which was in one of my school books in Germany, and I thought it's really nice. I was born in October, so I wanted to write it down. I thought this handwriting is so nice. It actually is not the best. I made journaling prompts at the time. I don't know if you know the prompt chart. I have it up here. I did it in my journaling prompt challenge. This year I used some of them, and last year too. And I used a few out of that jar at that time. So here we have 3 that I stapled in. Here we have a habit tracker and my workout routines. Now these journal pages are quite interesting. I stuck them in because I thought it would be really cool. They're quite heavy stuff, but I managed to get this card and stick all the heavy stuff on it, and on the other side the lighter stuff that we found in an old bus. And I stuck them in. It's quite cool. And I think it would be really cool if when my journal will be passed down throughout the generations for people to see all these old things. I just thought it would be cool. Some people think it's weird, but it's my journal. I can do whatever I want. We have some more notes from the old bus, another prompt that I used, a flower that I was able to choose. We went with a family friend to a garden center, and this is the plant that I chose. Here we have loads of old drawings that we made in autumn 2021. I had them kept and I stuck them all in here because some of them were quite funny. Me and my friends were just doodling. And that was also a picture I drew from that time. These scales probably took me forever to make. We have some more old stuff from the bus, and some notes that I had in my old Bible, some old notes that I just decided to stick in because I found them. And that's that. So the next 4 journals, my mother bought them for me. This is journal number 5. I started it on the 14th of July 2021. I ended it on the 25th of August 2021. So it took me about not even 1.5 months to fill up this one. I have a lot of writing in this one. It was a tea that I made for my friend that day. I have here some notes that my friend's dad was making. I don't know what he exactly was talking about, but some engineering stuff, and he was showing us the calculations and drawings and diagrams, whatever. Here I have some lyrics from a song on the other side too. Oh, these notes are from an order of some books that I got from Amazon. Here's some sweets that I had, some paintings that I was making. I don't know if I was messing around with a friend that day or something. Must have been bored. Okay, I'll tell you a secret. These amazing paintings were made with toothpaste and toothbrush. Oh, my dad gave me this piece of rubber and he was messing that I should stick it in my journal. So I did. I have photocopies of letters that I sent, and on the last page I stuck in a coloring page that I colored in by my reflection of the journal. Now journal number 6 is red. I started it on the 26th of August 2021, ended it on the 8th of October 2021. Now this is kind of where I started writing in more ugly. I got really lazy with journaling and I just wanted to get it done as quickly as possible, which I continued throughout the next 4 journals too, sadly, but it is what it is. At least all my memories are documented. That's what I'm grateful for. So this one took me a bit less than 2.5 months to fill in. I have some notes and letters. I don't think I really have anything in this journal. Oh, I have a pancake recipe that I wrote in here. I was drawing with my little brother and he gave me some of his drawings, so I stuck them in my journal. And then here we have some from my little sister. The one on the left is made using oil pastels. Oh, I stuck in a painting of my feet. Very interesting, very colorful. That's really all the exciting parts. The rest is just boring writing. Journal number 7. I started on the 9th of October 2021, finished it on the 24th of December 2021. So this is kind of where my journals start getting longer and you will see how it will progress. This one took me almost 3 months to fill in. I was getting lazier and lazier as time went on, like less motivated, I suppose, to journal a lot. I have a letter for my birthday from my grandma. It was my 16th birthday. And here are all the other cards I got for my birthday from my friends and siblings, family friend, wrappers from the snacks that I got. Here are tags from stuff that I got that day when I went shopping with my mom. The cup was a gift from her, the mug. On the way back we also had some sweets, so I stuck in a wrapper. Here's another sweet wrapper. Here's a nice letter that my friend gave me and a note from my dad. On this page I have some doodles. This is a label from a juice that I had, and I have some texts that I want to keep printed out for my journal so I don't have to write everything out. Oh, and on the last page of the 7th one we also have lyrics of a song. Journal number 8. I started on the 25th of March 2022. Wait, no, how's that possible? Oh wait, no. I got these journals mixed up on the stack. I don't know how I did that. Yes, next is this one. This is my 8th journal. Yes, I started on the 25th of December 2021 and I ended on the 24th of March 2022. It took me 3 months to fill in. It's quite thick. I stuck a lot of stuff in. This was also one that my mom got together when she bought these I'm pretty sure. I love how this journal starts with this whole map of the world. I think it looks really cool. Then we have some sweets that I had, a calendar from the previous year that I stuck in. I made it myself. We have tags from a bandana that I got from Primark that time. An ice cream. Yeah, there's a lot of just writing in this, nothing too interesting. A story that my sister made. Whenever my sister writes in my journal, it's really funny. Whenever I would have loads of journaling to catch up on, I would type it up on my laptop, print it out, and stick it in my journal. And we have some of my texts in here too that I wanted to keep. That's why this journal is quite thick. A lot of it is just texts that I found really important. The story, like instead of explaining everything, I could just stick everything in here and it would be very self-explanatory. Have a little doodle here. And I ended this journal with this really random note. Stay epic. I don't know why, but that's the journal. This is my 9th journal. This is the 9th one, not a different one. The 25th of March is when I started it in 2022 and I ended it on the 6th of July 2022. So it took me 3.5 months to finish. We have my logo, my channel logo on the top. I was really hungry, so I wrote in hungry and had loads of cutouts from food magazines, so I stuck them in, made myself some breakfast, dinner, desserts, and sweets. Very amazing, very creative. I have a story booklet that I had. I printed out also for myself. It was a copy of one that I gave my friend. It was like a joke for her birthday that I made. I have letters from my cousins that I got, photocopies, a bag from croissants that I had, a butterfly painting. My sister made it, but then she didn't want it anymore, so I just stuck it in here. It was my friend's stepmom's birthday, and that was me getting fat. And that's a doodle of me swimming with a shark, because that would be something I would love to do one day. I have a map of a zoo and a bird sanctuary that I went to with my family, some receipts, a turkey feather from our back garden. Oh, we were celebrating Shavuot at the time, so I made this lovely picture. And yeah, that's really it. Oh, here I have also some emails from a friend that I talked to that I didn't for a long time, and a bag from cookies that my mom made for Passover with some cute stamps and tags. A friend of a family friend came over and he had a Bible quiz, so these are all the answers that I had. It was a fun thing that we did. This journal is my 10th journal that I have from the 7th of July 2022 till the 19th of April 2023. So it took me over 9 months to finish this journal. It's crazy. I think it's really cool that I have these tabs so I can flip through to whatever date I need because I have them all written out here. I know what dates are in each section, which I think is really cool. And each section has a little pocket. So instead of sticking things in this time, I could just stick them in the pocket, which is very handy. In the first pocket, I have pages from the game Bus Stop that me and my friends played that time. And I have a receipt in here. There's also this funny doodle that my sister made. I also wrote pretty ugly in this journal. I have some dried grass that I put in here. We were celebrating Yom Teruah, so I made this pretty drawing here. Like one of the only pretty things in my journal. On the other side, we have wrappers and cards that I got for my birthday, my 17th birthday. Here is some doodles. Here I wrote down the lyrics of a song and made doodles around it. Here I have some leaflets, notes, a letter from my dad, and a card my sister made. It was for a wedding of a friend that we had. She made them all by hand for everyone. We have some funny doodles here and there. Some superhero doodles that I made up with my sister. I drew them, but we were coming up with ideas ourselves together. Gonna make some comics maybe one day. Some weird doodles because I was bored. Tried to fill up the page. Next we have some more leaflets and notes. Filled up the page with highlighter. Some doodles. Oh, and my journaling marathon. I actually have a video about that if you guys want to check it out. And just catching up with my journaling in the back. And that's really it in this one. The most interesting journal is my latest one, the 11th one. I'm really proud of it. I didn't complete it yet. I started in April last year. The 20th of April, I made a video of how I made this cover page. It's beautiful. I've been really trying on making this journal pretty and not ugly. Obviously, I've had my days where I'm more tired, but it's not chicken scratch like in my last few journals. So I'm really proud of this one. I made myself some goals and I'm glad I didn't fully stick to them, but definitely more than my other journals. It was just too pretty to ruin the cover of this one. Here we have my April playlist, my favorite songs that I listened to in April. I wrote out some to-do lists, wrote out some lyrics to some songs, wrote out some scriptures. I was gonna write Shabbat Shalom, but I wrote Shabbat twice I must have been tired. I don't know what I did. Tried to fill up the page since my goal was to write 1 page a day, so I just wrote good night journal. We watched Little Women on Netflix, so I wrote what I liked and disliked about all the scenes as we watched them. My friend wrote a paragraph in my journal as well. I wrote a story, 6-page story in this journal. My sister was dictating to me what to write for like 3 pages or something, and there's some weird stuff in there. I wrote out characters for some stories, some character profiles. I wrote quotes that I liked a lot from Anne Frank since I read her book, her diary. And the most popular highlights in my Kindle book of Pride and Prejudice, I wrote all of them out. Spring started and I really loved it. I made this lovely scrapbook page of all the things I love about spring. Shavuot was there, so I made this lovely page of Shavuot doodles. I watched the movie a week away, so I made like a summary of like the main characters, a page of my 2 favorite movies and why I love them. Then my May playlist, all the songs that I was listening to in May. I was watching some videos on making stories, so I wrote out what the 3-act story structure is, made it all nice and pretty. My dream holiday route, I wrote out the locations I'd like to go to. Then I have some things that I like and don't like in 2 movies that I watched, Chicken Run and Words Bubble Up Like Soda Pop. Have a to-do list and a Chicken Run comic. I really like this one, I think it's really funny. Have lots of washi tape swatches since I got them at the time. Then another movie, Ocean Waves, my likes and dislikes, random doodles, some Spanish practice, more random doodles, rankings of movies that I watched on Netflix, wrote some Bible journaling notes, my June playlist, all the songs that I listened to in June, more doodles, wrote out a profile of a new friend that I got, wrote in some more lyrics of some songs. My sister made some funny entry here, made some poems, more Spanish practice, doodles, my sister's doodles, and my rating of this. Amazing. More doodles. I started watching a series, so I wrote down some notes of my likes and dislikes. We have some more doodles. More doodles. Character brainstorm for a story I like to write. I got this big inspiration and I would love to one day complete it. I don't know if I will though, because it will be a lot of work. My July playlist. Some of my receipts. Journaling with my friend's stationery. More swatches. More receipts, tickets, that kind of stuff, and doodles. Some random journal pages with stickers and washi tape. More random pages. This is a place that we went to on a trip. Doodles of 2 movies that I watched that day. Doodles on this page because we slept in the polytunnel with some friends, which was fun. Some funny comic thingy that I drew there, I don't know why. Here I have a color code personality test that I wrote in, and notes on all the different personalities, since I'm going through this book with my family. I was going through them at the time anyway. Oh, it was August, and I made this page in memory of what happened to Poland in 1939, and I wrote this famous poem down, and also the English translation. I have this lovely journal page that I made. I really love how it turned out. It's really pretty. Some more drawings, my August playlist, some more doodles. I went to a birthday. This is a tag from a little gift. These were on skewers stuck in cupcakes, and this was on like a serviette, I think it's called. Got some more receipts, some stickers, tickets, more stickers, doodles, a castle tour ticket and a cinema ticket that we got, and peacock feathers from the castle that we went to. We went to see some seals and got a postcard stuck in here, and another postcard, more lyrics. Oh, we celebrate Yom Teruah. Some washi tape with more lyrics. More lyrics with some washi tape. Random shapes with washi tape. I don't know what this is. Some random doodles. Here's some doodles because we were celebrating Sukkot, but they're a little more ugly than the ones that I made on Shavuot, but still nice nonetheless. Here's some places we went to and I made some doodles around, and then we were playing crokinole. There was a match, so I made some doodles about that too. I'm trying to find a job. Lovely drawing. Some more doodles. A doodle for when I turned 18. Random doodles to fill up the page. Here is a kaleidoscope sticker thing that I did. I completed because I didn't in like a good while, like maybe 2-3 years, and I finally finished it and stuck it in here. And then I started writing a lot in markers to make it more colorful, and it fills up the page quicker too. So we have purple, blue, green. Here we have yellow and red because I was writing out all the places I'd like to go in Spain, so that goes over a few pages at the washi tape. Some more doodles because we went on a trip, so I made some doodles here. We had a plan of what we're gonna do on Shabbat, so I stuck it in here. Some more doodles. This my sister made. We were playing a game, Hugger Mugger. The word was lusk. My to-do list. I wrote in a funny dream. Some words that I wrote out of how I felt at those 2 times. Some more colorful pages, It's all colorful. We watched the David musical and he was singing The Battle Belongs to the Lord, so I made this spread. Also listened to some medieval lofi beats, so I made this little doodle here. Got some notes just to fill in the page. I was studying for a quiz in ACT, so I wrote out some of the questions that I had. Some of my YouTube plans here. It was 2024, so I wrote that out. Got some notes from YouTube. Some scripture, some more scriptures, some lyrics from a song, songs that I've been listening to recently. We have a whole page. I have a map of a garden we went to, random doodles with Shalom on it. This is where I am right now. I just wrote Wunden zu wandern in Einheit here because this is a t-shirt and a hoodie that I recently got, so I stuck it in here because I really like them. And the last page basically says, from yesterday we watched The Chosen. It's such a good show. I didn't really feel like filling up the whole page because it was already 10:25 p.m. This is definitely my most favorite journal. Please comment down below which one was your favorite, because I bet it was this one. This is the neatest one with the most doodles and colors. I definitely want a journal more like this because it's way nicer to look through. So if you enjoyed this flip through, please give it a like and subscribe. Please check out my other videos. I have it all about journaling. If you love this, you'll definitely love my other videos. Please also tell me if you have journals and how many you have. Please tell me in the comments below. I'd be really interested. Let's start a conversation, and I'll see you all guys in the next video. Bye bye.